in San Jose killed a man in a shooting, and now the victim's family wants to know what led up to his death. We first told you about this story last night on Kron 4 News at 9. Kron 4's Spencer Blake spoke with the victim's family as he follows up on the story for us tonight. He joins us live now from the scene. Spencer, what has the family learned from police?
Well, that's the problem, Justine. The family says that the San Jose Police Department has not been in contact with them at all through this whole thing. Now, the family is here tonight, actually, across the street. You can see on that pedestrian island, if you will, filled with people who have come for a vigil. That's the spot near where Jacob Dominguez was killed on Friday, and earlier they had balloons that they released into the sky. You can see some candles that they're holding right now as they're sharing their condolences with each other. Now, this family doesn't have any information about what happened except the information they got from an eyewitness.
He was around that area. He was coming towards over here.
This teenage driver is one of the few people who saw the commotion that happened here in San Jose Friday at about 7 p.m. She was stopped in the left turn lane of Piedmont when she saw 4 cars grouped together off to her right on Penitencia Creek Road.
When we looked closer, it looked like there was one car trapped between like 3 cars surrounding it.
Before the light turned green, the witness says a man got out of one of the cars and pointed a huge gun at the car trapped in the middle. Limited information from the police department says officers had been trying to stop the car of a suspect who had a felony warrant for robbery. By the time an officer pulled out a gun, the witness drove off, worried for her own safety.
I honestly thought that he might have like started turning around and started shooting people. And I thought he might have started shooting at us too.
Police confirm at least 1 bullet hit the suspect, who died there at the scene. Though police haven't released his name, family members of Jacob Dominguez say they identified him with the medical examiner. Added to their grief is their frustration over being left in the dark about details of the shooting.
We haven't heard anything from the police. We haven't heard anybody from any homicide investigation. Nothing.
Though Dominguez had a criminal past, his aunt says he hadn't been on parole or probation for 10 years and had turned his life around, getting involved in church and taking care of his wife and 3 kids.
Behind those tattoos, he's a living proof of don't ever judge anybody by what they look like. He was so respectful.
The San Jose Police Homicide Unit is taking over the investigation to put more of the details of the shooting in order. And a couple more interesting notes from that eyewitness that you heard from. She said she didn't actually realize that police were involved at all when she saw this happening, because she said the cars were unmarked. She said the man that she saw with a gun wasn't wearing a uniform, but as she was leaving, she said she did see one of the cars start flashing blue lights. So it appears that those unmarked cars might have been police cars after all. Live in San Jose, Spencer Blake, Kron 4 News.
Well, thank you so much, Spencer. Also in the